Not long ago, humanoid robots felt like background props in sci-fi movies. Fun to imagine, impossible to take seriously. But something shifted almost overnight. As AI exploded and industries started automating everything from warehouses to hospitals, the idea of a machine that could walk, think, and work like a human stopped being fantasy and became an economic necessity. And then came Elon Musk's warning shot. AI and robots will replace all jobs. It wasn't a prediction meant for the distant future. It was a statement meant for right now. Suddenly, people started picturing a world where mowing the lawn, flipping burgers, or stocking shelves isn't done by workers at all, but by robots that never get tired, never ask for breaks, and never clock out. Companies saw it. Governments saw it. Investors definitely saw it. And that's when the humanoid race turned from a slow crawl into a sprint. But while most robots still move like they're stuck in molasses, two machines have broken away from the pack. One built for pure utility, and the other crafted to look eerily human. And that difference is exactly where the real battle begins. While most companies are busy trying to make robots that look human, Tesla is doing something far more strategic. Their approach doesn't start with a humanoid body at all. It starts with a car. Because in Elon Musk's eyes, every Tesla rolling off the assembly line is already a robot. It just happens to move on four wheels instead of two legs. The battery packs, the electric motors, the custom chips, the vision-based AI, the control software, those aren't vehicle components, they're robot components. And that's what gives Tesla an enormous head start. Instead of building a humanoid from scratch, they're repurposing a mature ecosystem that's already been tested across millions of vehicles worldwide. That's why Musk talks about Optimus like it's inevitable. To him, it's simply the next logical step. Take the intelligence that drives a self-navigating car, give it a body with arms and hands, and you suddenly have a worker that can move through the world exactly the way a person does. No factory rudisain, no special environments. Just a robot built to perform real jobs in the real world. And Musk doesn't downplay the impact for 1 second. He said repeatedly that Optimus could end up being the biggest product of all time. Bigger than the smartphone. Bigger than the car. And if he's right, then the entire global economy is standing at the edge of a transformation no one is fully prepared for. But if Tesla wants to take that leap, it needs one thing every humanoid robot has struggled with from the very beginning: the ability to learn like a human being. Teaching a robot to walk is one thing. Teaching it to understand the world is something entirely different. And this is the part of Tesla's strategy that most people underestimate. Optimus doesn't rely on pre-programmed routines or stiff animations. It learns the same way a person does, by watching, copying, and repeating until the behavior becomes second nature. Inside Tesla's labs, the process looks almost unreal. Dozens of operators move through daily tasks wearing motion capture suits, heavy backpacks, and helmets covered in cameras. They lift boxes, fold laundry, chop vegetables, and open cabinets over and over until the robot's neural network starts absorbing every subtle detail. The way a wrist turns, the angle of a grip, the shift in weight when someone bends down, Optimus records it all. And once one robot figures out how to do something, that knowledge doesn't stay locked inside it. Tesla designed a shared learning system where every new skill syncs across every unit. If a single robot masters the steps for making a sandwich, thousands instantly gain the same ability without needing a second of training. Combine that with visual sensors that mimic human perception and tactile feedback in the fingers, and you get a machine that doesn't just follow orders. It adapts. It understands objects. It reacts to its environment. It keeps improving even when no one is watching. But while Tesla is building a robot that thinks more like a worker, another company chose a very different path, and their creation is starting to turn heads for reasons no one expected. While Tesla pushes for raw usefulness, China has stepped into the spotlight with something that almost doesn't feel real. XPeng's new iron robot isn't just another machine walking on stage. It's a humanoid designed to blur the line between metal and flesh. The moment it debuted, people weren't staring at its specs. They were questioning whether a person was hiding under the suit. Iron's entire body is wrapped in flexible synthetic skin. Beneath that is a bionic spine, layered muscles, and joints that move with an unsettling level of grace. More than 60 points of articulation let it twist, balance, and stride like someone modeling on a runway, not a robot learning to walk for the first time. Its hands mirror human dexterity. Its posture mimics a living figure. Its face-free design somehow makes it even more mysterious. XPeng didn't stop at looks either. Iron carries nearly a full panoramic vision system, packs in-house AI chips, and is already being prepared for solid-state batteries, something most robotics companies haven't even attempted. And when skeptics insisted the robot was too perfect to be real, XPeng did the unthinkable. On stage, they sliced open Iron's synthetic skin, revealing the internal bionics to prove it wasn't a human actor. That single moment sent shockwaves through the tech world. Suddenly, a company known for electric vehicles had unveiled one of the most lifelike humanoids ever built. But being lifelike isn't the same as being useful, and that's where the rivalry with Tesla takes a sharp turn. What makes this showdown so fascinating is that Tesla and XPeng aren't even building the same kind of robot. They may share the humanoid shape, but everything beneath the surface follows two completely different philosophies. XPeng wants Iron to feel familiar, almost companion-like, a machine that could greet guests in a hotel lobby, guide travelers through an airport, or interact comfortably with shoppers in a mall. That's why they focus on the body first. The posture, the smooth gait, the subtle motions that make people forget they're looking at a machine. Iron is designed to blend in. Tesla took the opposite route. Optimus isn't trying to charm anyone. It was built for tasks that don't care how graceful the robot looks. Lifting, sorting, carrying, cleaning, repeating the same action with perfect consistency. A glossy shell instead of synthetic skin. A functional frame instead of sculpted silhouette. Tesla cares about durability, safe handling, and the ability to move through crowded factories without tripping over equipment or drifting off balance. And while Iron leans into its almost human presence, Optimus doubles down on being a reliable workhorse. These approaches reveal what each company believes the future will look like. XPeng thinks humanoids will thrive in public spaces where presentation matters. Tesla believes true economic power comes from robots, taking over the jobs most people don't want. Two visions, two strategies, and only one will dominate when humanoids finally enter everyday life. And this is where Elon Musk reveals the three advantages he says give Tesla an unshakable lead. Elon Musk isn't worried about XPeng's flashy demos or perfectly sculpted humanoid posture. He says the real battle won't be won by looks. It'll be won by three brutal engineering challenges that almost no company on Earth has solved all at once. And according to him, Tesla is the only one that has. The first advantage is the hand. Musk calls it humanity's masterpiece, and for good reason. Recreating something that delicate, that strong, and that precise is the single hardest part of humanoid robotics. Most companies can get a robot walking, but give it a screwdriver, a fragile cup, or a piece of raw food, and suddenly everything falls apart. Optimus' hand isn't perfect yet, but it's already operating in the same league as a human wrist and grip, something Iron still struggles with under all its synthetic skin and muscle layers. The second advantage is real-world AI. Tesla has billions of miles of driving data, millions of edge cases, and a mature neural network pipeline that trains nonstop. That entire system feeds directly into Optimus. It's not a new AI project. It's an evolution built on years of solving unpredictable, chaotic human environments. XPeng's AI is growing fast, but it doesn't have the global scale Tesla already operates at. And the third advantage is the quiet one: mass manufacturing. Musk believes the company that wins the robot race must not only build an impressive humanoid, it must build millions of them, consistently, safely, cheaply. Tesla already runs some of the largest, most advanced factories ever built, and Musk plans to fill them with Optimus robots to improve them even faster. XPeng, meanwhile, still has to prove it can scale production beyond polished stage appearances. These three pillars, hands, intelligence, and manufacturing, form the foundation of Musk's confidence. XPeng may win the spotlight today, but Tesla is building an army for tomorrow. And that brings the rivalry into the area that matters most, deployment. We're watching a race unlike anything in history. One side is building a lifelike companion engineered to mimic humanity. The other is creating a tireless worker designed to supercharge the global economy. XPeng Iron might be the most human-looking robot we've ever seen, but Tesla Optimus is shaping up to be the most practical and scalable one. And in a world where labor, efficiency, and automation decide everything from the price of goods to the survival of entire industries, practicality often wins. But the truth is simple. Both companies are pushing us toward a future most people aren't ready for. A future where the line between human and machine grows thinner each year. And whether you're excited or uneasy about it, one thing is certain. Humanoid robots are no longer science fiction. They're coming. Fast. So now the choice falls to you. Which robot feels closer to becoming part of everyday life? Tesla's Optimus or XPeng's Iron? The future of human labor might start with your answer.